Man Who Ruined Halloween, recounting the horror story of Houston's notorious Candyman.
Hey lovely people, I'm Scott Leffler from Wonder Earth. Before we begin, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for new amazing videos.
The witching hour of Halloween conjures up images of goblins, costumes, and jack-o'-lanterns, and a real-life Houston Halloween tale which is far more sinister. It's an ominous story of a father's murderous deception. It was a rainy autumn Halloween night in 1974 when Ronald Clark O'Brien volunteered to take his son, Timothy, trick-or-treating in Pasadena. Just hours after the 8-year-old boy made his festive trick-or-treating rounds through the neighborhood, Timothy died after eating a pixie sticks laced with cyanide. 4 of his friends were also given the poison candy, but none of the kids ingested it. O'Brien's wife, Daneen, testified for the prosecution, and O'Brien was sentenced to death. Dubbed the Candyman by fellow prisoners, O'Brien was executed by lethal injection in 1984. He's the man that ruined Halloween for the whole world. Former Harris County Assistant District Attorney Mike Hinton said in a Chronicle interview in 2004. Hinton had worked to secure a guilty verdict which sent O'Brien to death row. The chilling details of his son's murder were revealed during the trial. O'Brien had reportedly urged his son to eat the pixie sticks that he collected. After tasting the candy, Timothy complained that the candy tasted bitter. O'Brien then gave his son Kool-Aid to wash away the taste. "It just shivers down your spine," Hinton said. Timothy died while en route to the hospital less than an hour after he consumed it. The story of Timothy's death sparked fear throughout Pasadena and Deer Park communities. Only a few days after his Timothy was buried, an insurance agent found that O'Brien had put a $20,000 insurance policy on Timothy only 30 days before Halloween. Detectives also discovered that there was a special clause in the policy that would give him $40,000 if Timothy died. Investigators then learned that O'Brien was over $100,000 in debt and had a history of being unable to hold a job. At the time of his arrest, he was suspected of theft as his employer, Texas State Optical, and was close to being fired. O'Brien's car was about to be repossessed, and he had defaulted on several bank loans. His family home was also under foreclosure. The investigation rapidly developed when a chemical salesman, who was also a Texas State Optical customer, testified that O'Brien had asked him about poisons and where to buy cyanide. The chilling evidence was compelling enough for the jury to find him guilty in less than an hour. It took the jury 71 minutes to sentence O'Brien to death. A former Pasadena police officer, Bill Lanier, investigated O'Brien after his son's death. In a 2003 interview with The Chronicle, Lanier said that O'Brien never confessed to his son's murder. "He was a wolf in sheep's clothing," Lanier said in 2003. "Every Halloween I think about him. He's a despicable man, and his whole life was a lie." This is not the only Texas killer dubbed the Houston Candyman. Houston serial killer Dean Arnold Corll was also known as the Candyman and Pied Piper because his family owned and operated a candy factory in the Houston Heights. Between 1970 and 1973, Corll was accused of killing approximately 28 victims in the Houston area, all males aged 13 to 20.